Hi, hi all, Nevada Cario here. So it looks like we're seeing all this colo. You know what? I'm not gonna say the name. Jeez, here we go again. If you thought the Omna deal with them covering the news was gonna be that, just imagine that we now have to deal with the FF things that we had to deal with. I feel like this is pissing me off, man. Oh my goodness. You know, if I already had a gun by now, I wouldn't even be worried at all because I don't own a firearm yet. And it makes me think, oh my goodness, it makes me think that I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be all doom and gloom. I know we shouldn't. Some people say don't be scared, please. But it's just hard. Honestly, I don't know. I hope they don't do what they're gonna do. And they just have to pull off another FF. And I'm not going to say it only because I feel like I don't want it to. I don't want to give nobody the views. That's why I'm not going to show media footage. I've done it a couple of times. I don't do it so much. Only if it's like necessary. And I feel like we're going to have to go through these psyops again, and again. It's like they're never going to stop. But even then, outside America, they do the same thing globally. Maybe it's worse how they do it in America. But I mean, look at the FF that happened last year. The false flag that happened in Canada in 2020, and then Christchurch. You know what? But I mean, in Zealand. But Jesus, oh my goodness. It makes me so upset. It makes me realize that they were able to do this in New Zealand and then in Canada. I feel like I'm scared that this will happen in America. I don't want to scare people about it. I don't want to give it, but I feel like we've been close to SH, you know what, in Connecticut. I don't like to talk about it because I just don't want to give any news attention to it, but I feel like I gotta say my piece. So maybe the hope the next time, I mean, they've been exploring over there in Atlanta and Georgia and now. And I mean, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. It just makes me upset. It pisses me off. I mean, I hope they don't do what they do. This is why I just can't support any of the police apologists because they would do most of them would do what they're told. It just makes me so upset. I feel like and it makes me feel like I'm just too late. Like what am I feel like I'm not doing something correct to just get out. Like, where would I go? There's nowhere to go. Now it was the Muslims in 2020. Now it's the FFs again. This government is just so fucking corrupt and people just don't want to wake up. And there's a girl. Hold on. Forget about this part. Yeah, 'cause he is a pedo like most of them are. Maybe not all of them, but most of them are just pedos, in my opinion. It's just freaking ridiculous that we have to go through these episodes again. I don't even know. I feel like I'm not going to say I'm done. I'm not going to say I'm done. Because I know he's been saying this in the video. He's been saying, Trident Tony 702, that's his name, that he's been done trying to make videos because feels like he's saying the same thing again and again. It doesn't matter if we say the same thing again and again. Let's just repeat ourselves. It doesn't matter anymore, in my opinion, if we repeat ourselves. It's just I'm just tired of seeing these FFs again and again. I don't even know. I feel like will people absolutely fight again like they did in the Obama years? I hope people do. People better just stop fucking complying. That's what I see. I see the bullshit all the time, every day. here in the Las Vegas Valley. I feel like it's gonna be all Ruby Ridge and Waco. But maybe, I don't know. It's like we might return to the Clinton era. I don't want to return to the Clinton era mixed with Obama years. I never fucking liked Trump. It didn't matter. Even with Trump, we lost some of our rights because he gave the wording to the governor. He was like, I like take the guns, due process second. It's what Trump said. And that's why we have those laws here in Nevada. All thanks to Trump saying it like that. He should have never have said it like that. Politician is a politician. A real outsider wouldn't have the power, wouldn't be have a lot of money. I'm sorry to say this like that. I know it sounds socialist saying it like this, but it just is what it is. I feel like we're repeating it again, again, and again. The only thing I can say is just do not comply, do not comply. Just don't comply and mean it by the word. So anybody fucking laughing, saying to the very few, oh, you ain't gonna do shit. Well, I think more people are gonna do shit after what they lost with COVID. Whoops, the ONA thing, the ONA deal. I don't care if I just slipped one word. I don't think I said the entire thing. It just makes me upset that we have to repeat this process again, again, and again. It just, I don't even know. Honestly, if I owned, I wouldn't even be scared because I wouldn't comply. I know it sounds like, oh, you're just acting tough. Well, I'm really gonna mean it this time. I'm not a confrontational person, but I'm not gonna ham radio anything with pilots, airplanes. I'm not gonna get no license for that, but I guess since we don't have any other choice, we'll just leave with the driver's license and the freaking hunting fishing permit and license because unfortunately that's something you can't do hidden. With the gun, I guess you can, but the sound just gives it away. If you can hide your guns, some people say it's time to get our guns out. It's time to get our guns out. Well, I don't know. Honestly, it's not going to do crap anyhow. It just makes me mad or something. I don't know. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Oh, Ho Biden, he's the biggest piece of shit president I've ever seen. Ho Biden, he's just a piece of garbage. And I forgot to mention this. I hope you guys didn't get bored with my words and my rant. I'm so glad that Ho Biden slipped off the ladder of the Air Force One. I'm so happy he slipped off, like the disgusting old man he is. Such a freak, disgusting old hag. That's what he is to me. I would say that to all presidents. They all suck. They're all corrupt, in my opinion. There's never going to be real change in this country. There never is. And you think voting's going to change that shit? I don't care if there's still hope. Just because they legalize the no cannabis or whatever. I don't care. Or because constitutional carry is already starting to become legal in more states. And maybe there is hope, and there better be. I do think there is hope for gun rights, that people will stand up and fight. But I feel like we're doing this again and again and again. I don't care anymore. I'd rather just be a donator than be a voter. I'd rather donate than vote to organizations. But at the same time, you know what? It doesn't forget about what happens at a federal level. Let's not distract ourselves from the local levels. I mean, they talk their mouths. They run their fucking mouths. They run their mouths. They always do. And they say they're going to do this, they're going to do that. But then, I mean, sometimes they don't succeed at it, but they succeed at a local level. Politicians are trash. People who get the fucking needle are just, who are just, oh, yay. I mean, my work, I mean, at my volunteer place, which I go Tuesdays, everybody was like, wow, I got my needle. I'm not afraid of getting the ONA deal because I'm not an ONA carrier. It just makes me upset. And this one girl, she's my coworker, more of like a volunteer. It's not like a real job. It's like practice work experience, but she gets it. She understands. She knows what's going on. She knows the deception. She knows the ONA deal is BS, but unfortunately, she wears customizer muzzles, which that's a big downfall. But that can make up with her not believing in the BS. Like she even told me that they get the needle and it's still I probably the needle probably has the ONA deal. Has the ONA, in the needles when they put them in your the needle in your elbow. And that's what she told me. It's probably could carry ONA, and they're like, "You got to be kidding me." So her mother just gave in. Her mother told her reasons not to, and then she changes her mind. My mother was the same thing. She caved in. Don't tell that girl that's my coworker that she caved in. Tell that to her mother, because even though she has a caretaker with her, her parents moved her out, in an apartment with a caretaker. She can't do much of anything. Can you blame her? And people say you caved in, I'm gonna fucking kick you out because I mean it. I'm not joking. I will kick people out of my channel. There's no such thing as free speech anymore. I would rather just see people get beaten until they get critically injured for saying bullshit, saying they want to make fun of. They're going to say shit to me like they fucking touch me, I would punch them in the face if they fucking touch me in the middle. They grab me, I would throw them to the floor. I wouldn't punch them. I don't think I would do it, but I'd be better off throwing them on the floor, and I don't care what the police say. Because the police are, I don't won't recognize their authority, even though I comply, we comply. I'm not gonna recognize the Sisolak fucker here, my governor of this state, or any governor of the states. Most of them are just traitors for going along with the ONA deal. And so this girl understands. She gets it. She's like the only one in my place that gets it. She understands the BS of the politics. She understands. She gets it. And it makes me sad. Like, she's the only one who gets it. She's the only one that I can agree with. And everybody there, they're nice people, but Jesus, almost everybody, most of them are under a spell. I'm just so sick of this. I'm done. Anyways, get ready for more of these FFs. Bias, I hate to sound like the fear porn. I know people say, we'll never take our guns. They'll never take our guns. But at the same time, even if it never happens, and I hope it doesn't happen, I believe that it probably won't ever happen. But they've been doing a good job doing it at a local level. I don't think they're going to do it at a federal level. I feel like they will do it at a local level, going through states. They'll do it more in Colorado. I'm scared. Don't be afraid what they're going to do at a federal level. Be scared, but don't be afraid to the death, even though I know I sounded negative. And don't listen to me how I stressed I sounded, because that's just me. Just be worried what they're going to do with the people in Colorado. I feel like they will do more and they will get worse in Colorado. I feel bad for the people of Colorado that have to go through this stuff. Honestly, most of this country is a joke. That's all I have to say. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Never stop fighting for liberty. Peace.